Hi, this is Scott, Kilo Sierra 6, Delta Alpha Yankee, and doing a front seat Friday. Haven't done one of these in a while. As you can see, the sunny weather is back. In fact, it's actually a little hot in the truck right now, but the rain is kind of gone for now. But what I want to talk about today is Winter Field Day. Winter Field Day is coming up next weekend. It occurs the last weekend of January every year. It's one of two field days that we do. We also do a summer field day. This year, the club is doing our Winter Field Day in a Sportsman's Warehouse parking lot in a heavy shopping district of the town we're in Visalia, and doing it for a couple of reasons. We could have went out and found some muddy field somewhere to set up and operate, but the idea was not only to get out and do field operations, but also to interact with the public and kind of, educate people about radio and try to get other people interested in the hobby. And so this is a pretty good fit because Sportsman's Warehouse is going to draw people in that come from the outdoor community, hunters, hikers, fishermen, rafters, on and on it goes. So it's going to be pretty cool. It is a 24-hour event, runs from 1100 hours on Saturday to 1100 hours on Sunday. And most people, when they think of Winter Field Day, one of the things they think about is HF operations. And yes, HF operations are definitely a big part of it. We're taking our antenna tower trailer out there. And I'm going to be doing a lot of videos from there, so you get to see the type of equipment that we're running. But I want to tell you, Winter Field Day is not just about HF. It's about all levels of communications. And unfortunately, a lot of clubs and a lot of organizations that operate field days don't really pay enough attention to, the technician class operators. They definitely have not been paying attention to GMRS. This year, I wanted to make a big change in that regard, and we're inviting everybody out for field day and trying to find something for everyone to do, from GMRS all the way up to HF operations. And I suggest that whether you're involved with the club or not, that you try to get out and do something related to radio this coming weekend. And again, I may have mentioned it, but it's next weekend. Get out and do something with your radios. If you've got a group of people that you normally communicate with on a 2-meter repeater, 70 centimeter, whatever, or your GMRS group, get out and test your equipment. Get in the field, do something. One of the things I would suggest you start with is do some simplex operations, because there is a vast lack of understanding as to just how capable your radios are or are not during simplex operations. I hear some pretty outlandish claims made in both directions. People saying, well, HTs only do, a mile or two at best, and other people saying they'll do, extraordinary ranges. And while in some areas that may be true, and in other areas the other thing may be true, you're not going to know until you get out and do this. So you operate obviously in your area of operations, and you find out what your radios are capable of doing. But a simplex test is an excellent operation, operating the whole weekend via simplex. And this is going to involve message relay procedures, and these are things that the only way you're going to learn how to do them is to do it now, train. So that when that time comes where you don't have access to repeaters because it's a grid down situation or a natural disaster has taken out your repeater site, you're going to need to know how to communicate via simplex. And you're going to need to know what your radio is actually capable of doing. And in some cases, you're going to be kind of surprised and astounded by what your radio can do. And in some cases, you're going to be disappointed. But like I say, now's the time to find that out, and Winter Field Day is a great opportunity for that. Another thing I'm going to mention is if you're not involved with a club, and you do have a club in your area, and you've been kind of standoffish about them because you've heard things about clubs, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be surprised. Go out and just kind of, walk around the perimeter of the thing, interface a little bit with the guys, get to know them. You're going to be surprised because, one, you're going to meet people there that are just like you. You're going to meet the typical, old grizzled ham radio operator, and then you're going to find out that they're actually not that guy that you've heard about on the internet. And then you might find out that, hey, there's some things in radio that I haven't thought about doing, because you get to see them in operation at Winter Field Day or Summer Field Day. So get out there, and I'm not saying you have to join a club, but go out and see what they're doing. Meet these people, talk to them a little bit. You might be genuinely surprised. I know I was. I was pretty standoffish about the idea of clubs. Then I joined one, and I kind of, while I was joined, I was kind of in, but not all the way in. And a couple of years later, fast forward, I'm vice president of the club, and I'm organizing a winter field day event, which is got tossed in my lap because our activities director is on one of the activity directors that was handling this is on an extended vacation. So they put me in charge of promoting the thing. So you got to know I'm out there spreading the word, telling everybody, hey, Winter Field Day is not just for HF, it's for GMRS, it's for 2 meters, 70 centimeter, 1.25 meter. So I'm trying to get everybody involved and make this a full spectrum radio exercise, both winter and summer field day. So I will be doing a lot of videos next weekend from, maybe not from the event because internet access is going to be a little spotty, but I definitely will have some follow-on videos from that. I'm going to show you some kit also. Through the weekend, I'll show you some of the stuff I'm going to be taking out there. I'll show you one MCOM box that I've already done. I'm going to show you another one that's a real Spartan, very, very small MCOM box based around a new GMRS mobile that I got. So I've got some information coming up on that. So I think I've talked more than enough, but hey, Winter Field Day is next weekend. Get out there and do radio. Get out there and whatever level you're operating on, get involved and get something going. So, with that, I think I'll bring it to a close. Thank you for watching and or listening. This is Scott from sunny Southwest Visalia, California. Have a wonderful day.